Hi guys, Helena here. I'm here with my little Kenzie getting my oxytocin fix with my little baby girl. Okay, she's had enough. Anyway, what I wanted to do today is just share a really special message with you today. On full transparency, I will have a special invitation and offer for you at the end of this message. But today I want to talk to you about three or more signs that your FEMME Foundation needs a little stabilization, let's call it. Okay, and what do I mean by that? And before I dig into that, I just want to take a moment and let you know, in case you're new to my circle, a little bit about me and what I'm up to these days, or maybe you are familiar with me, but it's been a while and you're not sure what I'm up to, because I'm always ever evolving on this journey, on this feminine ascension, this goddess ascension journey in this human school of life that we are on. And so really, I have been since 2016 empowering women all over the world to go to their next level in their bodies, in their work, in their relationships, in their bank account, in their life. And, that is so, for me, like, it really makes my heart sing and smile to really witness these women at the end of the day get their mojo back, their sparkle back, their sexy back, and remember their magic, remember who they are and why they came here. And something that I often like to say is the day that every woman on the planet really remembers her power, her personal power, is the day that we're going to have peace and heaven on earth. And I will add to that, that I feel when a woman truly embodies her inner worth, her inner wealth, her inner wisdom, this is when she changes the world. And so in a nutshell, that's what I am, still on a mission to help empower women, to really give them that leg up so that they can find their power faster and start creating and living their best life now. So that being said, there's something on here. Hang on a second. Okay. There's a little speck of something on there. So that being said, I want to take a moment and just share with you, like I said, three or more signs. There's some of them that are kind of more than one in one thing, but I have some notes here. 3 or more signs that your FEMME Foundation might just need a little bit of stabilization, or rebuilding, or shoring up. And when I talk about a foundation, for me, I'm a very creative, multi-passionate, visionary, trailblazing woman. And those of you who are familiar with my work, with the Venus codes and the Empress work and Goddess Epona, I really love to use visuals and work with different archetypes, and also high frequency energies, and the moon and the sun and the stars and all of that. So if you don't know me, I sprinkle a little bit of stardust in everything that I do and teach and share. And so for me, the FEMME Foundation really is like our throne, right? And that throne needs to be solid. It needs to be stable. We need to feel supported. And that is so important, because that allows us to feel safe to then, not only be who we came here to be and express ourselves fully and find our voice and really speak our truth, ask for what we want, say no when we mean no, and at the end of the day, feel safe again to create, to manifest, and receive our dreams and desires. And it's so important. This topic for me is like coming up really strongly, because we are on a Cancer. Today is at least in my time zone, we have a really lovely, sensitive, divine feminine Cancer new moon. And why am I sharing that? Because Cancer is about the feminine. It's about really, in many ways, the divine mother. In medical astrology, Cancer is actually associated with the stomach, the abdominal cavity, and the breasts. And if you think about it, breasts are how the mother nourishes the baby, right? And so our relationship with our mother, and this is really important here, our relationship with our mother growing up, even things like being breastfed or maybe not having the affection that you perhaps craved, or whatever it is. I mean, I don't know a lot of people who had perfect upbringing, but anyway, most of the women that I attract in my circle, we do have certain challenges which made and makes us the warrior goddess spiritual leaders that we are, right? The superwomen that we are. And so it is this piece when we look at the mother wounds, the nourishment piece. Mother wounds can also teach us, whether it's from ancestral influences or directly from our mother, how do we receive? How do we practice self-care? How do we practice self-love, right? All of these are passed down from our mother. Our money wounds are often connected with our mother wounds because, again, allowing ourselves to receive the support, right, in the form of money or resources or love, okay? All of that is connected with the relationship with the divine feminine. And that relationship, our core relationship with the divine feminine, was created from our relationship with our mothers, okay? So important. If you take nothing else away, please, I hope you can hear and feel that. And so because of this, our FEMME Foundation, the throne that I speak of, symbolically, energetically for me, weaves together not only the balance between the masculine and feminine energetic energies within ourselves, but also our mother wounds and our father wounds. Again, the mother wounds having to do a lot with nourishment, self-love, self-care, money wounds, etc. And the father wounds, the divine masculine, is going to be more about the power piece and us feeling safe to be in our power, as well as how we trust and allow the masculine to also support us. Okay, there's an intimate relationship there, and the purpose of this video is not to go deep into that. But what I wanted to share is that if your FEMME foundation is not strong, some of the signs that you will see, the first one is, you are that perpetual people pleaser, and I get it. I was that for years. I was a divine doormat. I was a slave girl. I was a perpetual people pleaser, recovering, okay, on all fronts, all right? And when we do that, we deplete ourselves. We don't put our oxygen mask on first. Our energy is scattered. And because of that, just that alone, right, then that leads me to the second sign, which is where we become disconnected with our own truth, our feelings, our desires, our calling, our soul's calling. We don't have time, we don't have the time, we don't make the time to connect with our soul and our soul's truth and calling. And so, in a way, doing all the other stuff distracts us from, sabotages us from connecting with ourself and our soul. And so that would be the second sign, where we feel really disconnected from, lacking clarity around our path, around our purpose, around just about anything, because we're so overwhelmed with all of the scattered people pleasing, taking care of everybody else first energy. Okay, makes sense? And then the final sign, and they're all obviously connected, is as a result of the first two, now we're feeling lost and we're feeling unfulfilled, and we're feeling, then we can go into depression, we can go into health challenges, we can go into anxiety and overwhelm and all the things, right? And so one of my biggest core values, if you're new to me, is that of radical self-love, radical self-care, and women really giving themselves permission to do that, and to do it in a way that they know that they get to be deeply supported in the process. Okay, I think we're often taught that we can't have it all, right? That we can't we have to either, if we want to enjoy like, spaciousness of time and freedom and all of that in our schedule, then we may not enjoy the the work or the career or the financial flow that we desire. And I'm here to say that it doesn't need to be that way, and that all comes from our beliefs, right? And a lot of the past programming, which I am a stand for, reprogramming, for alchemizing, and bringing in that, activating that new money matrix, which is feminine based, which is aligned with your soul, which is aligned with being in sacred service, and also being plugged into source. And so if you're experiencing any of these signs, then I have some really exciting news for you. Because we have this beautiful Cancer new moon, I wanted to create something special to support you. There's limited space for this, so I wouldn't wait if you're feeling the nudge. But I wanted to support a small hand. I'm feeling deeply called, I should really say. It feels better. To support a limited number of women who know they're in that place and they're no longer willing to stay in that place. They're willing to do something new, try something new in order to open a new door of possibility and shape-shifting their reality versus doing things the old way and waiting for someday to really give themselves permission to follow their dreams and their desires, and really, acknowledge that what they desire and require, they are worthy of, okay, and deserving of, and they get to, if they choose it, be supported in having all of that, right? In having the support and the love and the resources so that they can nourish and replenish themselves and have the clarity and tap into their divine wisdom and intuition, and then from there be of even greater service and impact to their loved ones, to clients or work, however it applies, to the planet. There's that ripple effect. Okay, and so if you're resonating with this message and you are open to trying something new and you're ready and committed to maybe do some stabilization in your personal throne, so we can work on balancing these masculine and feminine energies the way that I do, and the focus would also be based on what I'm talking about now and the themes of the cosmic vibes right now, if it applies, would be working on healing, integrating your mother wounds so that you can radically begin to love yourself and practice that self-care and putting that oxygen mask on first, so that you can increase your capacity to receive, open those receiving channels for abundance, for support, for love, so that you can really feel safe settling into your sacred seat, feel safe being supported by your femme foundation, your femme throne, your feminine throne that is really supporting you and keeping you stable and grounded and centered and present, right? And ultimately help you step into and embody that woman that deep inside that you're here to be, the one that's already inside you. Whether you want to call it your future self, your next level, whatever, but she's already within you. And really, I want to help you take off, peel off the layers that are hiding her deep inside, so that she can really surface and radiate and shine. So if you're interested in learning about this very special summer savings I have going on right now for a 30-day VIP one-on-one immersion with me, where we will work on your mother wounds and help to stabilize your throne, then I want to invite you to reach out and I'll get you the details. I can answer any questions you have and we can explore if this is a fit for you. Again, there's limited space, so I wouldn't wait. I look forward to serving you if you feel called. I love you. Namaste.